first started in 2017, okay, that's a lot of the stuff we did was with that included. That was my first year in business. We didn't offer guarantees. We didn't offer shit. We didn't offer nothing. We just, the way we presented ourselves was a corporate business, okay? And I'll show you what I mean. When you're getting started, okay, you need to put extra time. I know I tell people to use Panda Docs, okay? But when you're first getting started, I'll show you what I used to do when I first got started, okay? When I first got started, okay, do you think Gary V from VaynerMedia is using Panda Docs? No, they're not, okay? They're not. You guys should use Panda Docs. Don't get me wrong. We're using Panda Docs every fucking day. We're making all the money in the world from Panda Docs, okay? So, but when we first started, and this is an example, you guys got to make custom proposals, okay? It's going to take some time. So what you need to do is create like a little proposal template, and I'll run you through ours so you can see. You have a little cover page. Look, this is a fucking building, okay? This is not our building, okay? We don't own this building. We don't have a logo on our office like that outside the building. But this is what I mean by the impression you give off. Does that make sense to you? I just want to make sure this is clear. You're just making it look awesome. Make sense? So you have to have a graphic designer, okay? You have to have one that's able to make this shit look really cool. And basically, like, look, if I sent a proposal to you, the biggest marketing companies in the world, they're going to have legal jargon on their proposals. They're going to have confidentiality notices. They're going to have this shit on their proposals, right? So you need to as well. Even if you're just in your mom's basement, you know, you need to have this shit, okay? So this was a proposal we did for a company called Clara, and we basically created this plan. So it's like we take a screenshot of their website. You can see it's literally just a screenshot of their website, and then we put it right here like that, you see? And then we say, okay, here's what we're going to do for you. Here's the project plan, you know, here's like, you can stretch these things out and whatever. This is all doable in Google Slides, right? These are the important KPIs and metrics. This is the pricing. Okay, it's going to be, you know, and look, we used to say, okay, this is how many hours we're allocating. This is like months 1 to 2, you're paying a $9K setup fee. Months 2 to 6, you're spending, you know, $2,700 a month retainer plus $2K a month in ad spend. And then we put relevant case studies in the back of the proposal. Okay. So like, and this is all I'm trying to show you is that you like, if you really want to smash it for clients, right? Like I'll even show you one. I showed Anna, I showed you this the other day, but take a look at this, right? This is Blueface, he's a rapper. We actually did his marketing for his Bust Down tour. Okay, so this guy, he's I don't know if you guys know the song Bust Down, Tatiana, Buzz Down, I want to see you buzz down. So that song, okay, that's this guy, okay, and we created, and I literally verbatim, I wrote every fucking word. I spent hours. I stayed up till 4 in the morning doing this shit. This document sets forth a formal marketing analysis and plan created by Grondin, short, We analyzed other tours. We saw what they were doing on Google. We saw all their indexation. We saw their Google ads. This is like Google and YouTube ad strategy. Then we made it a contest, ticket giveaway, meet and greet ticket giveaway. Went over that, went over like different ads we're seeing for other people, like Lil Pump and all these other rappers we're seeing. This was the ad strategy we planned out. So you can see, and every word I am literally writing, like myself. This is not chat. This is way before ChatGPT was even a thing, you know? So like every word I wrote. So if you guys want, okay, and I said this to also Jay on the call when I talked to Jay originally, okay? Jay asked me, okay, like there's different programs out there, there's different people and shit like that. There's two, and I told Jay there's 2 types of agencies that exist. Okay, sorry, three. The first one is called a boutique. Okay, a boutique is usually the largest marketing agencies in the world. They are boutiques. Okay, so boutiques are like This is what a boutique would do. Would create a very bespoke, very custom, very lots of work put in up front. You know, this is what a boutique does. They only take on a handful of clients, boutiques, okay? They don't need hundreds of clients. They take on very few clients, but they charge them up the ass. That's what a boutique will do, okay? Then you have mills, okay? Mills are what we do. Everyone in this call should be not creating a boutique, should be creating a mill. Because why do we want to create a mill over a boutique? Because a mill requires less work. Okay. If you're an entrepreneur and you want to eventually spend less time on your business, like I have a team that takes care of literally everything for me. Sure, I have to step in here and there on certain campaigns, but really it's not as much as I would have to if I was running a boutique. Okay. So a mill is something where you work with the same niches. You pick like 3 to 5 niches that you serve. You make snapshots for them. Everything is drag and drop. The ads are all the same. Strategies are all the same. It's working like automated, like clockwork, where you're not required in the business as much. And to be honest, you're also what's called an acquisition target. If you are a mill, lots of other agencies will want to buy you, or other marketing departments will want to buy you. Okay, so you become like an acquisition target if you're a mill. If you are a boutique, you can get acquired, of course, but it's not going to be, you're still required in that business. If you leave that business is worth way less money because you are the intellectual power in the business. Because without you, these campaigns won't work, right? They need someone who's able to produce documents like this. They need someone who's able to like really like work on everything, right? So that's the second type. And then the third type is a hybrid. Okay. A hybrid of a mill and a boutique. Okay. And I'll tell you, like, this deal is 100K just to run this deal. Okay. So this is what a boutique will do to actually facilitate this type of work. They'll charge up the ass, but they will spend so much time up front. I'm going to give you another example. If I go to Instagram.com, okay, and I go search, give me 1 second. And I go search and I type in, okay, I type in time play dot variance. Okay, let's look at this together. And then I go over here, Instagram.com, search time play. Okay, here's time play. They started focusing a little bit more on content, but as you can see, okay, their content is shit. It's horrible. It's not branded. They are getting better, don't get me wrong. I'm going to show you back in the day. Look at this. Okay, I'm going to go all the way back to where it all began, where we started pitching them. Okay, 1 second. This is when their content started getting a little bit more branded and whatever. Okay, now we're getting to the zone where we pitched them. Okay. So you can see their content was shit at the time. It's still pretty shit, to be honest. But like, this is what it was. Like, what the fuck are they posting? I love you more than free Wi. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with time play? And for everyone that doesn't know what time play is, time play used to be massive. It used to be in IMAX, Cineplex, all the biggest theaters, Colossus, whatever. And it used to be an interactive game that everyone in the audience would pull out their phone and they'd be able to answer trivia questions, play like first-person shooting games and all these different games before the movie started. And it would break, and it was a tactic to get people to come to the movie early, right? Some people were even just coming to play the time play stuff, right? Because it would tell you, you'd earn points in the app, and then you would also it would show live on the screen after who was the top winner of the trivia and the games. So it was a really interactive. It was awesome. It was actually one of the coolest things I've ever seen. It was time play, right? So they had really shit content, like horrible content. So what we did is we were like, okay, this is the content we started producing for them. And remember, we did this up front. So look what it says. This account is not the real time play. It is used solely to pitch content creation to the company by showcasing what their page can look like. We started it off with a message. Hey, TimePlay, this is what your account could look like. Okay. And basically make sure to look at every single post. Okay. And it says, hello, TimePlay team. This is Avi and Alex. Alex was my graphic designer. We created this page because we really want to work with your team on social media management and content creation package. Okay. Check out all the posts we made for you directly on this page. If you like what you see, simply reach out directly to us via DM. Keep in mind, this page simply shows the content creation capabilities that we have. It does not show our account growth capabilities, which are also there. Our goal is not to simply create beautiful art, but rather to grow your follower base and build your brand presence on social media. We love TimePlay. Okay. That was the opening mark. Okay. Then what we did is we started producing content, like actual good content, like screenshot the movie pass. You see how there's a movie pass that shows up every 1 second, and then they have to DM the account for a chance to win something, right? Free tickets or whatever. That way people are actively engaging with their content, sending them DMs, interacting with the page. Same thing here. This is more of a branded thing. You know, we're showing videos of what we can do. Then we believe in interactive screen experiences, blah, 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 showing what it's possible. Businesses that use TimePlay, whatever. And then here's what we started getting into. So this was screenshotted from their page. If I go to their page, I can find the post still. They probably didn't delete it. Let's find it. Okay, where the hell is it? It is, anyways, somewhere here. Who gives a fuck? So basically, this was on their page. They're saying exclusive event, $1,000 in cash prizes. This was how they were getting that message across. I'm like, you guys are crazy. Look what we can do. Here's the exclusive event, $1,000 cash prize, right? Plus everyone gets a free Cineplex movie pass. Okay. You see the difference in the content, right? So we did all of this work up front. This was another one of their before posts, and this is another one of the after posts that we created. Trivia night, right? Chance to win, more examples, okay? Here's another one of their before posts, Toronto tournament, and then this is our after post, Toronto tournament. Shows Toronto with TimePlay tournament, da, 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 da. Okay? This is a before post. This is the after post, okay? So what was possible and what we were able to do was significantly better, and it was clear. This is the before post. This is the after post, okay? Screenshot the avatar. Before post, okay? After post, okay? Comment 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, right? For whichever one's your favorite. Before post, after post, okay? Same thing, before post, after post, okay? It really just shows what we were able to do before post, after post, okay? And basically, this was done so that we can show our ability up front. This is the shit that boutiques do, okay? If you guys know a guy, his name is Casey Neistat, okay? He is like a big commercial builder. He makes commercials for people, like big companies, okay? And he, for like 8 years, was creating fake Nike commercials, okay? Just so Nike would notice him, right? And for 8 to 9 years, they didn't even give a shit about him, right? And he put all of his corporate commercials that he made for these businesses, he put them all on his website. That's all he did. And eventually they somehow noticed him, and now he makes all of the commercials for Nike. See what I mean? So same process here. This is what boutiques do. If you want large clients, you need to be able to do these massive pieces of work up front, which, to be honest, to create this fucking account took us maybe 16 hours to create this account. 16 hours all in. Okay. Once we had the account there, then we went ahead and we DM'd the CEO of TimePlay on LinkedIn. And we said, hey, hopefully you open this. Look what we did for your Instagram account. Let us know if you want to work with us. Okay. Then we DM'd the chief operating officer. Then we DM'd the CFO. Then we DM'd every fucking person, the social head of marketing. We DM'd everyone. And we're like, take a look at this shit. Right. And you see the views here, 14 views, 16 views. It's really not much, okay? But those views, we didn't share this account with anyone. Those views are from the Time Play team, okay? I'll be honest with you, they did not end up working with us. They did not end up working with us, okay? But this is what is required. You have to be willing to put hours, 20 hours, 30 hours, 40 hours up front to just get told to go fuck yourself at the end of the day. If you have the appetite for that, you can pitch any company you want in this world. Okay. This is called target accounts strategy. If you want to have that approach, you can literally target whatever companies you want, whatever company you dream of working with, you can work with them. You just need to be able to do this kind of shit. Okay. Now, this is just content creation, but there's other examples. Now you can do this with proposals. You can create a massive proposal up front, like I showed you, showing all the inefficiencies of a business. Let's just say you try to pitch Nike. You can say, this is inefficient, all this shit's bad, and here's what we would do differently. And you make a massive document with the price, with everything. It's all in there, and you just send it on LinkedIn to all the people, head people at Nike. And just pray. You know, you can send a sponsored email as well, which would be like hitting the person's email and hitting their inbox in LinkedIn. Okay. So that's the difference between boutiques and mills. Obviously, it's harder to get clients for boutiques, obviously. And eventually with boutiques, especially in the beginning, it will be very difficult to work. This is how I worked with Ellis Dawn. This is how I worked with Sick Kids Foundation. This is how I worked with Blueface. This is how I worked with fucking BMW. This is why I have these bigger projects under my belt. I used to do so much boutique stuff back in the day when I first started, but eventually it weighs in on you. It weighs in on you, and you realize that no matter how big you build your boutique, you're going to still be needed in the business, which sucks, right? Like, why would I build a business where I just can't sell it and I can't automate it and I can't grow it without me being there? That's the whole point of being a business, to build it up and then to remove yourself. So it's passive income, or it's mostly passive income. So then we switch to a mill. We're very seldomly doing any boutique shit now. We don't really do that anymore. It's literally 98% mill strategy now. But you can be a hybrid. Like, if you have the appetite for this and you don't think it's going to weigh in on you too much, eventually it will. Because if you get a lot of no's up front, you have to be able to like still put in 20, 30 hours per project up front and still be okay with getting no's, right? Just like Casey Neistat, he put in 9 years to try and acquire Nike as a client. Eventually he did it, right? So same, if you have to be like super persistent for this type of strategy. Or you can just go the easy route, which is what we're talking about, which is just the mill. You can sign clients easy as fuck with mills, okay? If you're having problems signing clients with mills, then we need to work backwards, build all your sales strategies, come off as a very specialized agency, use the things I'm showing you, and you will be able to close clients, no problem. It's really not that difficult, okay? So I hope that kind of shows you guys the difference. But if you guys want, also be a hybrid. You know, there's nothing wrong with being a hybrid. Maybe 90% of your business can be a mill, right? And then 10% of your business can be, you know, a boutique, right? Maybe once a month, you put together something like this to try and work with your favorite company in the world, right? I also remember, if I pop over my LinkedIn account, I was DMing big time CEOs. Hopefully I can find CEO of Smokes Poutine. I just want to show you guys that, I don't know if this is the guy actually. 1 second, read one of my messages. Let me go to Poutine. Okay, it was in my Sales Navigator account, but I disabled that for now because I have other people using Sales Nav for me. But anyways, I wanted to just show you that these CEOs, they actually answer. That's all I wanted to show you, okay? They actually answer. They do. Not every single one of them. They actually do answer, and it's not an impossible thing. You can easily do it. You just have to work really hard up front. But anyways, unfortunately, I disabled my Sales Navigator account. I have my sales reps who have Sales Navigator now, so I don't really need it. So I don't really need no need for me really. But yeah, so just so you know, it's not just like this outlandish thing. People will reply, people will answer, but it depends on how much work you do up front. And if you send, for example, a proposal like this, or sorry, like this, you send that up front, and then what you do is you create a Loom video as well. You can even put the Loom video and link it to the top, be like link to personalized video for John, CEO at whatever, right? And you have a Loom video explaining why you're awesome. And then you have this very sick proposal that you put together. You guys can bring on big boy clients, really big boy clients.